So the first card you have your past is the Four of Swords. So I really like this card. Well, it's a spiritual card, really beautiful card. It's got a bit of an edge to it though, with all these swords hanging down over this poor man. So, it's like when he wakes up, he's going to be enlightened by this beautiful window. But then at the moment, there's a lot of swords kind of hanging down. So lots of stress on him. So what I'm getting here is it feels like you've had a lot of change, a lot of internal changes. So I'm seeing the spiritual side of this with you. You've been through a lot of these spiritual changes, lots and lots of them. I think it's gone on for a while, especially over the, say the last year, maybe 2 years. I think it started back then. So it's been a gradual change. And I think a lot of your ideas about all sorts of different things and core ideas, your basic values, your basic ideas about things in your belief system, definitely a lot of those things have changed as well. And I'm just looking down on the Hierophant. So it might be that you've moved away from some people as well, because the Hierophant's all about organized religion usually, and you're more about spirituality, so that's kind of what I'm seeing. So maybe you were around a church group or some kind of more formal group, and now you've moved away from that. It might not be, it could just be a group of people who had a certain set of beliefs, and you kind of followed on from that, maybe when you were a child, because I'm seeing family here as well. And you've kind of moved away from a lot of that now. So if that resonates with you. So, I think sometimes you get together with some people who you used to know a while ago, and it's kind of difficult to even have basic conversations with some of these people now, because you're very different now. It can be a little bit isolating for you, I think. But what I'm getting is, you can't go back. You can't go back to the way you were, because you're completely different now. You're very, very different to the way you used to be. I'm getting that. And you've still got a way to go spiritually, I think, but we all have. It doesn't matter where you are, you've always got a way to go. But it's the right path for you, and I think that's the right path for you. I'm just looking at the Two of Pentacles. So I think, you've got more ups and downs to come emotionally as you go through this. I have to be honest, but I think, we all know that it's never a linear process. It's never smooth sailing. It's always ups and downs. It's like you were compelled to do something, I think, when you started on this quest or whatever this was, and maybe you didn't realize it was a quest, but you started doing something. And now you've just kept going from that. So it's something outside of the spiritual thing, but it's kind of linked into that, I think. I don't know what that is, but it just feels like something you were doing, and you're still doing that now. And I think a lot of people questioned you, probably from this group, but you've kept on going. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So if that's you, you're absolutely on the right track, and you know that if that's you. So yeah, I don't know if you've had some problems with your family. I'm getting that, because I was getting family before, and I'm seeing that now. And just looking at these swords coming down, it feels like some people in your family, especially when you were growing up, might have caused you some problems, because swords for me are words quite often. So maybe they said some words that really hurt you. And I think now maybe some of those words swirl around in your head a bit even now. But I think as you keep on going through this, those words are going to fade away. They're going to have less importance to you. So if you're still going through all that, oh, this person said that to me when I was growing up, and it really hurt and it really affected me. Yes, of course these things do, and it's a horrible thing to happen to you. But it's going to affect you a lot less as you keep on going down this path. So that's what I'm seeing there. So just know that if that's you, it's not going to be this bad. It's going to fade in time. Okay, so the next card you have your past is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's interesting, because I was seeing these waves going up and down. You can see in the back of this, behind this man, there are these waves. So yeah, lots and lots of mixed feelings I'm getting in this card. Very, very mixed. Ups and downs, obviously that's what this card's about. I don't know if you've got a message from someone. You might have, you might not have yet, or it might be coming to you soon. yeah, I'm just getting so many people coming back from the past in this week's readings, people messaging, it's everywhere. And I think this isolation is making everyone think a lot more. And, it's making everyone think, oh, I remember that person, I'll see how they are, so all of that. But I think this is a little bit more than that, because I'm getting lots and lots of very up and down emotions here. So I think this is coming from someone from your past. Obviously, it's coming from someone who is maybe an ex-love, probably an ex-love connection, because I'm getting very deep emotions, up and down emotions. I think this is coming from someone you'd never, ever, ever imagine they'd ever get in touch with you, ever. And so if you can imagine this person from your past, an ex, who you'd never, ever, ever imagine they'd get in touch with you, that's probably who this is. And they come from that old world when you still had all these old ideas before you changed to the new you. So yeah, it's kind of going around and around like these Two of Pentacles. So it's like they've come back around, or they're coming back around to you. And I think you've changed and they've changed. Both of you have changed. Big changes in their life, I think. I don't think you'll be closed off to them. I think you'll be fine to talk to them. There's a lot of past emotion here, but it looks like at that time when you were with them, you weren't as balanced. Maybe you were a lot younger. Maybe, when we're younger, when we're teenagers or whatever, or, we have these ups and downs a lot more frequently. So I think you've gotten past that time. You're very different now. So that's what I'm seeing. You're a lot more balanced emotionally. Okay, just something I'm seeing here. I don't know who this is for. I'm just getting this. I'm getting yelling out. It's not an argument. It's not that. It feels like pain, past pain. Okay, this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but I'll say it anyway. I'm getting this yelling out, no, yelling out like that. I'm not sure if this is you or them, but there was a separation between you. Someone was really upset. They yelled out no. So it might have been to you, or you might have said it to them, or it might have been in private when you're upset, or they were. So I don't know who this was, but what that shows me is, if that's you, the depth of the feeling that was there. So you had very deep feelings, they did as well. Lots and lots of depth, lots of emotion. And what I'm getting is, the timing was wrong. So you were with them the last time and the timing was wrong. And I think if you'd have stayed together at that time, it would have ended in some kind of great big disaster. Because if you look behind this man, you can see these waves going up and down. And there are two ships and they're about to crash. So I think if you had have stayed with them at that time and you had this big crash, I think you avoided the big crash. It would have been irreparable. You wouldn't be able to come back, but you avoided that, I think. You avoided the worst, you separated. And all this huge emotion, there's all this huge emotion here, obviously, with the waves and the pentacles going up and down, but it's in the past. The waves and the ships, they're behind this man. So all the emotions in the past. What I'm getting here is a tiny little message. And that's going to start things off, start the wheels turning like these coins. So you're going to get a little message from them. I think you'll be open to it. And then, you might reply. It's going to start off very slowly, very calm. Obviously, your past isn't very calm, but this feels very calm now. And then kind of that's going to go from there. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Okay, so the last card you have, your past, is the Hierophant. So just looking at this in the Two of Pentacles, it feels like someone wants to impress you, actually. So, it might be that they send you this little message and you start talking, and maybe they start saying something like, oh, I've been doing this, I've got this new career, it's really fantastic, or, oh, my life's really good now, I'm doing this or that. Because if you look at the Two of Pentacles, he's got this big tall hat on. So he's trying to impress someone. He's trying to look taller than he actually is. And if you look at the Hierophant, he's up on this platform and these two monks are down there, down at his feet. They're impressed by this Hierophant. He's got this big gold headdress on, very, very impressive. So I think they want to impress you. And so maybe some of what they say might seem a little bit superficial to you, because you've got, because you're different. You've been through this spiritual process and you're still going through that. But it actually feels quite sweet to me, this impressiveness, or it would be to me if someone could say, oh, I've got this, I'm doing this now. I'd be like, oh, isn't that sweet? They want to impress me. So that's kind of what I'm getting, because I'm feeling I'm getting this really nice feeling around this. Yeah, very, very nice, very sweet feeling, very different. And it looks like you're going to be open to this conversation, if not more after that, so it might lead to more. Yeah, so lots and lots of turmoil in your past, lots of angst, lots of stress, and now it's kind of starting off again, but a lot less stressful. Really, really nice, if that's you. Okay, so the first card you have your present is, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, awful card. See, this is what I was getting. Someone was yelling out. I'm getting this again, yelling out. So this separation happened. Someone was in a lot of pain. And what I'm getting is you've both evolved from that time. You've both changed a lot. Might have been a year ago when this all happened. It might have been way, way before then. A year or more. That's what this card can be about. So, and again, the timing was wrong. I'm seeing that again, totally wrong. It looks a lot better this time, a lot less angsty, anxious. So because I'm seeing angst, it feels like teenage angst to me. So maybe you knew them years and years ago when you were a teenager, and I was seeing that before as well. So it might be that, but it was definitely a long, long time ago. And again, you're both totally different now. I'm seeing that totally different. Okay, something else I'm getting here. Yeah, this is a bit of what I was seeing in the Four of Swords, I think. Messages coming in, enforced messages, forcing. I want to enforce this on you. I want to force you to do something. It feels horrible. Anything, for me as an Aries, anyone who wants to force anything on me, they can go away, because I'm not interested. But yeah, it feels like family. So I think it is something that's relating to the Four of Swords, and they're right next to each other here. So yeah, lots of criticisms, little stabs with these swords. And again, this goes way, way back, way, way, way back. So I think you put up with a lot of criticism, I think, from people in your family, maybe back when you were a child. And I think you've distanced yourself from all of these people, not all of them, but for some of them, especially one of them, someone who had a bit of authority over you, because I'm looking down at the Emperor as well, this man who's in authority. So it might be your father, or it might be a parent, it might be an older sibling, someone who you felt that had authority over you. It feels like they're bossing you. It feels like they're trying to get you to talk to them, sending you messages, talking to you. You have to talk to me. You have to talk to me. That's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know whether this has happened yet. You're not, I just want you to know this, if this is happening to you. If someone's really hurt you when you're growing up, they have no authority over you as an adult now. I just want you to know that. If you don't have to talk to them if you don't want to, I'm getting that. If you want to talk to them, you might be feeling a little bit guilty there. Please don't feel guilty if someone's being horrible to you when you're growing up. Please don't. But if obviously it's up to you as to whether you want to talk to them or not. But at least put the messages aside. At least, put them aside, turn it off, turn the noise off, and just be by yourself, protect yourself from that. You at least, if you're going to talk to them, do it in your time. Don't be on their timetable, because with this Emperor, it looks like I'm the boss, you have to do what I say. I'm getting that. You don't have to do what they say. You're a grown-up, and you don't have to do that. Do not let this person make you feel guilty. It feels like they've got some enablers around them as well. Maybe other family members, I don't know. But yeah, if someone's treated you horribly, you do not have to talk to them. And now, when I say that about family, a lot of people get in my comments and they say, oh, but if they're family, you should talk to them. That's up to you. If someone's really been horrible to you, you don't have to. It's completely your choice to do that or not. And I'm seeing a lot of hurt in your past coming from this particular person, and I'm seeing that again now in the Nine of Swords and in the Emperor. Okay, so I'll just go on to the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful Queen. Again, look at her protecting this coin. She's protecting this coin, and she's protecting herself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself from this negative energy if it comes into you. If people insist, you have to talk to me, you have to talk to me. No, you don't. You don't have to talk to them. Protect yourself. If you start to give in to this, If you start to give in to this, if you go back down that road with them again, it might set you backward. You're on this beautiful spiritual path. You do not want to go backwards. And look at this queen. She's so peaceful. She's in her garden. She's protecting herself. She's protecting what she has. And there's so much more to come for you down this path. Absolutely beautiful. There's a beautiful future there for you. It's already started. You don't want to go backwards. And look at all these roses around the top of this card. And red roses are all about manifestation. You've got more things you want to manifest. You want more things you want in your life. And you can't manifest things if you can't concentrate and you've got this negativity. And also you need a positive mindset if you want to manifest. You can't do that if you've got this negativity around you. So again, I'm not saying never speak to your family again. I'm not saying that. It's up to you, obviously, but at least protect yourself and look forward. Don't look back, look forward. You've already started on this road. Keep going down this path. So that's the message there for someone who needs to hear that. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Two of Wands. So, okay, this is all about, backwards and forwards. What do I want to do? I'm looking forwards, I'm looking into the future, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of in between these two wands. I want to take action. I want to move forward. I want to do this, but I can't. I can't move right now. I have to wait because I'm not sure. And, sometimes this can be about 1 foot in the future, 1 foot in the past. And I think because you've moved on so much from your past, it might feel like a little bit of, things progress with this ex that's coming back or this person. It feels really nice, actually. So I'm not seeing a big struggle here, but it's just like you might have to rectify, if that makes sense, I hope this makes sense. It's like rectifying who you used to be, coming to terms with that, moving on from that, and then deciding whether this person from your past is someone you want to bring with you and carry on into the future. Because that's what this man's thinking. He's thinking, I've got this wand in front of me, I want to go ahead. But then I've got this person behind me, this wand from the past. And I've got to think about, do I want to bring them with me? And, I think with the situation that we're all in now, when we're all kind of isolated, I think this might be good for this, actually. I know no one likes being like this, but I think for both of you, it's kind of going to force you to wait and take your time and really work out whether this is what you want and what they want. And you're going to have to get to know each other all over again, almost as if you're new people, because you are new people, both of you are. And it might be more of a challenge for them, actually, because, what I'm getting all through this reading is they're the one contacting you. They're the one who's had all these memories and the feelings and all of that made them want to contact you. And so they've got this memory of how you were, and that's why they want to contact you. So they're going to have to break this down because you're a totally different person now. And so that's what's going to take the time. And that's how you're going to move into the future. But, if you look down here, of course, you've got the Ace of Cups, which is all about new love. So again, you're going to have to see this, or they are more than you are, I think, going to have to see this as a new relationship almost, that you're a new person, they're a new person, this is a new relationship. And they're going to have to kind of get rid of all the things, obviously not everything, you can't just forget everything from your past, but you're new, they're new, so you've got to see this, or they have, I should say, see this as a totally new relationship. And it can be done. It can be done. And you've got this card, and that's showing me that you do have this beautiful love ahead of you if you want to pursue this. And there's growth here as well. You've got these beautiful water lilies at the bottom of this card. So, yeah, beautiful. Look at this peace here. So there's no more angst here. The angst is all in the past with the ups and downs in the Two of Pentacles. And the peace and just the comfort and the beautiful love is here in the future. So really, really, really beautiful. This looks really good for the two of you. So I really, really hope this resonates with you. Because usually when people come back from the past, it's all this angst and stress and all that. I'm getting the opposite here. I'm really, really getting the opposite. It's absolutely beautiful. So the last card you have for your future is the Chariot. So really all I have to say about this Chariot is very clear message. I think this is all about the family, this bossy person, this emperor coming back and enforcing themselves on you. You must talk to me, you must talk to me. And look at this Chariot. He's moving forward. He's not looking back. He's got his back to the town where all the people are. And if you look in this Chariot, this is really important. There are no bags there, no baggage. So he's not bringing any baggage with him. He's not bringing any passengers with him. So really, I think this is a message to you. Again, I don't want to say don't talk to your family, because people always get that wrong. But that really is the message here in the Chariot. I have to be real here, because he's by himself. He's by himself, and he's on this spiritual journey. He's got this star on his head, and he's moving forward. So I think if you want to keep on moving forward in this journey, there are some people in your family you may have to either distance yourself from or completely say goodbye to if you want to move forward. I hate to say that. I know that's blunt. That's what I'm seeing there for someone.